Hello, welcome to the Leadership Lab. Today we have with us Mrs. Shweta Joshi, currently the Deputy Training Manager at Hexaware Technologies. She has done her Bachelor of Science with specialization in microbiology, MBA in Clinical Research and Regulatory Affairs, Executive Development Program in Human Resource Management, and currently she is learning image management training ongoing from ICBI. She has an overall 11 plus years experience, 8 plus years in training and development, approximately 3.2 years in operations. She has been associated with Cognizant Technology Solutions, initially as a trainee junior data analyst and then as a senior process trainer. She has also worked in Tata Consultancy Services Limited as a Senior Process Associate Lead Data Manager, a certified GCP, CDM, and soft skills trainer, and an efficient conductor of virtual instructor led training sessions to cover national and international locations. We welcome Mrs. Joshi to the Leadership Lab as she shares her experience.
First of all, good evening, ma'am, and thank you so much for joining us in the Leadership Lab. It's an immense pleasure for us to get this opportunity to be able to get inspired from the experiences you have had in this domain. So, ma'am, my first question to you is, what is your current job profile, and what was that one turning point in your life which piqued your interest towards this field?
Yeah, so just to give you a brief insight about my career, I started my career in pharmaceutical industry into operations as a clinical data manager. And I worked there for around 3.5 years. And there I got a chance to train some of the new team members that I had. And then that was a point wherein I realized that I really like something into training people, upgrading myself and continuously just to train themselves. So then I thought of giving a chance into full-time training and development, and which I got with Cognizant. So I started my journey as a clinical data manager in TCS, then moved to Cognizant into full-time training and development, wherein I used to train these newly onboarded associates into clinical data management, into medical writing, and to some extent also into pharmacovigilance. So that is how my journey started. And after completing around, say, 8 years into training and development, I thought that yes, with my tenure and with my experience, I realized that there is something more that all our employees of all the industries should be knowing about, and that is soft skills. Soft skills is very important. Our technical skills, be it with respect to pharmacy or any other medical background, they will help us to get a job in the industry. But if you really want to progress in an industry, then soft skills are something that are required. My experience tells me that completely. So I enhanced my career into soft skills, and that was the turning point, wherein I decided that no, my career should have technical skills as well as soft skills, and that will definitely take me ahead. So that was all about my career journey and the turning point. So I'm here with pharmacy expertise as well as soft skills expertise now.
Well, that's really great, ma'am. So, ma'am, having a very vast experience in this field, what challenges did you face while working, and how did you deal with them?
So yes, challenges are part and parcel of every domain, or I would say every sector of our industry. So I also faced some, definitely, because the kind of knowledge that we gather in our academics, okay, there is no direct implication of that knowledge in the corporate world. So the challenge is always there to bridge that gap, that to upgrade yourselves as per the industry requirements, as per the project or the client, or for that matter, as per the expertise that is required for a particular study. So for example, you are assigned to a particular clinical trial study to work upon. Then you may need knowledge of, say, different therapeutic areas. You may not always be assigned to a study in cardiovascular. You might get a chance to work in oncology. Then you have to continuously keep on upgrading yourselves. And working in clinical research, I think, I won't say it's a challenge completely,
It's a challenge and an opportunity, okay, bound together. It seems to be a challenge when you get different protocols in different therapeutic areas where you need to upgrade your knowledge simultaneously when you're handling 2 3 protocols from different therapeutic areas. But at the same time, it gives you an opportunity to learn and upgrade yourselves. So I have also faced these challenges. Continuous learning is something I would say is a formula to beat every challenge that you have. Just be around with the industry pace. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely, ma'am.
All right. Next.
Ma'am, as a soft skill trainer, how do you explain a complex topic to someone who is completely unfamiliar with it?
Yeah. So first of all, when I talk about soft skills, I would rather make them understand what soft skills are, because I see that majority of the people in our industry, which includes students as well, they don't know what soft skills are. To put it in simpler terms, soft skills are the attributes that enable you to engage in meaningful interactions with others and help you to achieve your goals. So these goals could be in your academics or could be in your corporates. In corporates, when we talk about, you cannot work alone. You have to work in teams and work towards achieving common goal. So soft skills like uh, adequate communication skills, assertive behavior, collaboration, teamwork, these are very crucial for you to work and sustain in that environment. So if you have all these things, especially better communication skills wherein you can use them, convey your messages appropriately, that will definitely help you to solve complex problems. And there's something called as decision making and problem solving as well. So soft skills has a set process that you can use. Every topic has its own characteristics and set process to handle a particular situation. And I use one of these techniques, and that is how I solve a problem. So first is communication skills. You have to start with that.
So ma'am, being associated with TCS as a lead data manager, what was your personal development when it comes to the post of clinical data manager position?
Okay. So that tenure was definitely interesting because my career in TCS actually helped me identify the leadership skills that I had. What had happened that I was working there as lead data manager and I was reporting to a team leader then. And unfortunately, she met with a railway accident, a severe accident. She went into critical state and she was not there in the office for around 7 to 8 months. Being a lead data manager, I had to take up that responsibility and it just came upon me suddenly. Mentally, I was not ready for it, but being in the organization, being in the team, I had no option but to take up her responsibilities and manage a team of around 11 people that time. And it was not only managing the team, it was managing the team as well as working and doing my daily responsibilities that belong to a role of lead data manager. So things were very difficult initially. I didn't know how to manage my time, completing my work at the same time, addressing issues that my team members faced, doing client communication, providing their status of my study to the clients, to the project manager. So all these things, they developed in me, and that happened in TCS. So that was, for me, that was like, an opportunity that I got. I could develop my leadership skills. I got a chance to manage a team of 11 people. And then I got nominated as a team leader. So that really helped me grow.
Ma'am, my question to you.
Yeah.
Your journey in Cognizant from being a trainee junior data analyst to a senior process trainee must have been given you an opportunity to develop your skills. So how did you maintain this consistency?
Yeah. So my journey, or rather my career journey, started as trainee junior data analyst in Cognizant. From there, I moved to TCS. And then again, I jumped back to Cognizant. The difference here was that I started my career into operations as clinical data manager. Next time when I joined Cognizant, I joined there as a trainer. So, of course, when we talk about the consistency or maintaining consistency, I would say that I did not limit myself, or never ever I have limited myself to one particular domain. So in clinical data management, also there are different parts. There is study startup, there is something called conduct, there is discrepancy management. Beyond clinical data management, there are different allied fields that belong to clinical research. I kept on learning all the different domains and training into different domains like medical writing, or be it complaint management, to some extent soft skills. So moving and approaching different domains, different allied domains, I think that has kept me growing and going, I would say. It motivates me, it upgrades me. And if you really want to be in the industry, I follow the formula of survival of the fittest. You have to upgrade yourself, be with the industry pace, as I repeat again and keep learning different skills and knowledge. Don't ever stick to one domain. So that is what, that reflects from my career at least.
So as we head to the end of the session, I have just one last question. What insight would you like to give to students currently in pharmacy field?
Okay, so for pharmacy students, I understand that there are different job opportunities or career prospects into marketing, into regulatory affairs, into research and development, into clinical research, etc. So considering my experience into clinical research, I would definitely say that clinical research field is growing. There are a lot of studies that are being outsourced to India, which would definitely give a lot of opportunities in clinical research and its allied fields to our young pharmacy graduates. If you want to make a career in clinical research, it is definitely good. However, you have to keep yourself upgrading, because the time when I joined Cognizant as trainee junior data analyst, the practice that, or the approach that we used to do clinical data management was different than what is done now. We now call a clinical data manager a clinical data scientist. So industries are looking, at a data manager from a different perspective of him having a lot of knowledge, not only to work on the given task, but to look at the clinical trial or study from the holistic perspective. So there are a lot of opportunities in clinical research. There are different domains like clinical data management, medical writing, pharmacovigilance. Within these also, there are subdomains like medical coding and all. So it has scope. Definitely it has scope. The pay scale is also not bad. You have to upgrade yourself and be aware of what clinical research is. Have some basic knowledge about all these fields that would help you to crack the interview, and definitely you can make a good career out of it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us your precious time.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us your precious time, and thank you guys for watching the Leadership Lab. If you have any queries for our speakers or any suggestions for us, you can contact us through our Gmail on pharmacad.mumbai@gmail.com with the title The Leadership Lab, and we will try and send the questions to the speakers and get your answers at the earliest. Students can also join our GPAT Telegram channel, Pharmacad's GPAT Voyage, and give a boost to your preparations for GPAT with the MCQs. Also, you can follow us on our Instagram page, and the link ID for more updates and details are given in the description box below. Thank you all for your support. Keep watching.